Yo, yo, yo. What's the dealio, y'all? What's the dealio? How y'all feeling, man? How y'all feeling? Hey, it's Sunday, so y'all know what time it is, y'all. Y'all know what time it is. We about to get it popping. We about to get it popping. We about to find some setups, man. So be sure to like this video, y'all. Tap in. Let me know where y'all tuning in from. Let me know where y'all tuning in from, man. For real. How's everybody doing? How is everybody doing, man? If you tapping in with me, man, say what's up in the comments. First ballot, P. Bryant, Jason Williamson. What's up? What's up? Pam, how you doing, Pam? Kelton, what up, Apostle and Sack? Yeah, hey, we gonna do it. We just gotta get some more people in Sack. You know what I'm saying? Rocking with us. Best Beezy, what up, Best Beezy? What's up, Ron? How you feeling? Wise in the building. What up, Tim? What up, D Goods? No extendo. What's the dealio? How you feeling? KDH. What up? What up? Keisha in the building. Chandra. How you doing, Chandra? I hope everybody is good, man. If you guys are tapping in, be sure to like this video. All right, like this video. Subscribe to the channel. What's up, Geneva? What up, Chaos? Darrell, what's up, Doc? Kofi. He said good evening to all. It's not the evening. It's the afternoon. On the West Coast, it's still the morning. TDW, what up? Double R, Jason Williamson, feeling blessed. Honestly, way better. There we go. That's what's up. No extendo. It's gonna be a good week, y'all. Ant, what up? How you feeling, bro? Kenny Javon in the building. What up, y'all? Hey, listen, man. What up, Doug? Dougie Fresh. Listen, y'all. We about to get it cracking on today's live. We're gonna be getting ready for this week as well. Okay. So let me say this, man. First thing that's very important is this week is gonna be it's a 50-50 this week, y'all. Straight up. This week it is a 50-50. And I'm gonna break down why it's a 50-50. All right. Wayne, what's up, Wayne? Jay Skrilla. What up, James Alex? Hey, yeah, listen, if y'all got your IWM juice, y'all know what time it is, man. Get the IWM juice popping. All right. What's up, Sneaker Girl? My Southside Jamaica TPC. Oh, you from Southside Jamaica, D Goods? I didn't know that. Oh, okay. Jason Williams, not Williamson. My bad. What up, Dar? She said masterclass was excellent. Appreciate that. What's up, Davita? There we go. So look, y'all, we got so this week is gonna be I don't want to say a toss-up, but this week is gonna be 50-50. All right. The reason why is because what's up, Genesis? The reason why is because so we had a sell-off on Friday, right? The market is coming down. But what's up, Mimi? But the thing about it is we close right below support on the SPY. Certain other stocks we close right at support, right at order blocks, areas of liquidity. So we could bounce or we could break through. We're like right at that point. Right? Now, on Friday after the market closed, Trump said that he thinks that they're getting close to the war being over. So what did stocks do? They shot up, right? They went up. But then this morning, he said that they're about to bomb. Who did they? He said they was going to bomb somebody in Iran. So it's like, we're really at like a 50-50, y'all. Right? we're really at like a 50-50. Because technically, on the charts, we're at a 50-50. With all the news and everything, we're also at a 50-50. We're like right there in the middle. We're at a make or break point in the market. And the crazy part is, even if we come down a little bit more, we could still bounce and we could still go up. Right? So even though we came down, this could be the bottom, or we could just be coming down some more. Or we could bounce right here and nobody will know that this is the bottom, and then we can start going up. So I just want to stress that this week could really be 50-50. It not could be, it is 50-50. Right? Real talk, excuse me. So I just want to start this live off with that. It could go either way this week, y'all. So don't be surprised if we have a crazy rally and go up, right? And don't be scared if we continue to go down. We just got to see, right? So the way we move in this Lakewood, they may have a ticker. Hey, nah, for real, Kenny. I'm telling you, I'm about to hit up the CEO like, hey, bro, I didn't put some bread in your pocket, dog. I need you to sponsor the whole TPC with this pomegranate juice. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. What's up, Roswell? George in the building? Nah, seriously, Best B. So, what up, Johnny? So, I just want to start it off with that, all right? If you guys are watching, man, be sure to like this video, all right? Let's get the likes up on this video. Let's get to 200 likes. All right, let's get to 200 likes. S&P broke the 200-day moving average, but I agree 50-50. Yeah, just because they broke it, that's Friday, but we got to see even what's going to happen on Monday, how that daily candle was going to close. Because whenever we hit a 200 moving average, a lot of times we bounce off of that 200 moving average and we could bounce, right? So it's very imperative to really understand that as we go into this week, okay? That's why I didn't swing puts. So just something to keep in mind. All right. Do I have an email for answering questions? I mean, you could email me. My email is in every single video, y'all. All right? Every single video. I need you guys to start looking inside the description. All right? My email is in the description. All right? I put my email in there, in the comments right there, but my email is in the description of every video. It's also in the bio of my channel. All right? Just watch a strat video, great video. Do you consider volume or momentum at all? Yeah, I consider volume. You have to take it day by day. Exactly. What's up, Joy? How you feeling? Yeah, that's why right now, day trading is, a better approach to things. Swing trading, you can get cooked because everything is just going any kind of way right now, right? So we got to make sure that as we approach this week, now, do we have data like we had last week? No. It's going to be a lot chiller on the data side. But at the same time, now we got to have volatility coming from what's going on in Iran now. Right? Because notice, last week, we didn't get any updates about the news like that. No major announcements were made. Because we had all the data. We had FOMC, right? We had all the data. But now that that's gone, now they're going to have announcements about the actual war, right? So we got to make sure that we are staying sharp and we're staying focused and we're not just getting into anything. Because at any point in time, The market could go up and it could go down. So we're at that period where the market could just, one little piece of news could make it go up, and one little piece of news could make it go down lower. Okay? So keep all of these things in mind, y'all. All right? Don't fold. What up? How you feeling? So what we're gonna do is, obviously, we're gonna break down the charts, all of that good stuff. But I just wanted to say that. All right. So also, y'all, with that being said, nothing that I say in this video is financial advice. If you guys want financial advice, be sure to talk to a licensed financial advisor. All right. I gotta say that. So, if you guys are on this live, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Every single day, I'm bringing you guys life-changing information, all right? Absolutely life-changing information on a day-to-day basis, okay? So, let's get started, y'all. Okay? All right. So first thing we're going to look at is going to be SPY right here. But let's look at it first on the weekly. All right. All right. So first things first, y'all. Let's look at SPY, right? So as we can see, we got this level right here, the 650 level, right? 650 level, okay? So last week, there we go. What up, Mark Quinn? All right. All right, y'all. So here's what we got. So last week, right? Last week, the resistance for last week is going to be 674.46. Okay. Support is going to be 644.74. And that gives us a range of $30. All right, and this is the weekly, not the monthly. All right. So right here, we have the weekly range from the previous week. We got a $30 range, right? Our support is 644, right? 644. And our resistance is 674, right? That's $30. All right, $30. Now, we closed below this area right here, 650, which was a strong level. You know what I'm saying? But let's go to the daily. Like we said, we just closed below the well, I use the EMA. This is not the SMA, this is the EMA. But nonetheless, we're below it, right? So we do have an order block down here at 636, okay? We do have an order block down here at 636. So with that being said, we could come down to 636, right? What's up, Liz? Appreciate that. I'm glad that the question was answered. What's up, Third Herd? No, I don't use the MACD. What's up, Deborah? All right, so off the daily time frame, right, we could be coming down to about 636, right? 636 to 642. Potentially we could. All right? I just want to put that out there. So, potential downside price target is going to be to all right. All right. So what I'm saying is on the daily time frame, we have an order block here and we have an area of liquidity here, right? So we can come down potentially between 636.18 and 643.23, right? Because we got a fair value gap and an order block. Okay? So we could get a bounce down here, right? We could get a bounce down here. Now, rejection areas. Rejection areas. Bearish liquidity areas. All right. And we're going to say between 656.63 and 661.24. All right. So basically what I'm saying is your first kind of area of a range is going to be between 643 and 656. So we either going to come up to about 656 to 661 and reject and then come down or break through, or we're going to come down to between 636.18 and 643 and then bounce and then come back up or break through that. But these are the areas where you want to pay attention to. Okay? These are the areas you want to pay attention to, because we don't know what's going to happen when futures open up. We do not know what's going to happen when the stock market opens up tomorrow. So we have to really pay attention, y'all. Okay? We have to really, really pay attention, and we have to really be sharp. This isn't an easy setup week, right? This is when we got to really make sure we approach the week tight, because we don't want to have nothing crazy happening. and we miss out on opportunities, or we get cooked because we wasn't paying attention to the detail. I'm telling y'all right now that the setups that I'm seeing, they could get blown up out of nowhere. They could get blown up, y'all. Okay? So I want you guys to really, really, really make sure you guys are paying attention to these levels and also the charts. Okay? So let me know if that makes sense on the spot. Please let me know if that makes sense, y'all. If you guys are watching this, like this video, subscribe to the channel. I just finished breaking down SPY. Right? I just finished breaking down SPY. I'm telling you guys that the market could go any direction. 50-50. Period. We are at a 50-50 place. Right? You want to make sure that you are not doing whatever. You are not getting in trades just because. I'm telling y'all right now that you are going to need to be very sharp this week. Last week was you had to be sharp because the market was doing what the market does. We had data, we had FOMC, blah, blah, blah. But this week is because we have no clear direction. Right? When I'm looking at the charts and everything just got a red candle and we're right at support, we're right at order blocks, you don't know what's about to happen. And we also don't know if we continue lower, what's going to be the bottom? How much lower are we going to go? How much are we going to gap down? That's going to create gap ups. Are we going to go fill that gap the same day? Is it going to be a gap that we come fill a couple weeks or a couple months later, right? These are all the things you're going to have to consider once we see how the market is tomorrow. Okay? So I just want to make sure that I'm being proactive with telling you guys this information. All right? So with that being said, that is the SPY. Now, I truly believe that every single week is not a week to be playing around. But if I'm being honest, some weeks in the market are a little easy, right? Sometimes the week is over and I'll be like, that was a pretty easy week, right? I've had those weeks. Other times in the market, I'm like, that was a pretty rough week, or that was a pretty challenging week, right? So I just wanted to make sure that I'm letting you guys know what's up, okay? What happened to the small account challenge? So I took a couple weeks off of it just because the last couple weeks I've really been focused on those master classes. So here's the thing. When I make content, I focus on what's most important. And as of lately, it's been more important to give you guys the information that you needed. You know what I'm saying? The small account challenge was not a priority in relevance in comparison to me having to give you guys a masterclass because of what has been going on in the market. So I wanted to give you guys more value on those Saturdays, right? I wanted to give you guys more value on those Saturdays and do that masterclass over giving you guys a small account challenge video, right? So, and also I told myself I was going to chill because of everything that was going on with the market and stuff like that, right? Even in my regular account, I wasn't taking a lot of trades. Last week, I took 2 trades. Last week, I took 2 trades, y'all. 2, right? Like that is very low. So it's just letting you know, based on how I'm looking at the market, I'm not going to be, I'm not going to try to be super aggressive based on how the market is presenting itself right now, right? So that's to answer your question. I hope that answered. Yeah, this week was crazy. Yeah, just because it's a small account don't mean you have to trade. Exactly. Nah, for sure, Mimi. I appreciate you for showing up. Let's go, Tim. Yeah, if y'all watched the masterclass from yesterday, you guys should, have more, uh, not just information, but you guys should be more prepared. You know what I'm saying, for your trading week, and to be able to click to get more results. All right. Um. So next up is going to be IWM, y'all. All right. We're going to go over IWM. Okay. I'm really right now. I'm really focused because I want to convey a level of seriousness to, like, right now and today, because this week is going to be very, very, very interesting. So I don't want you guys to sit here and think that it's a game. I know, we be having fun and we be laughing and stuff, but this stuff ain't a game. And I don't want you guys to think that just because I be up here laughing and stuff that it ain't serious, right? So yeah. Let's go, Jason Williams. I don't currently like full-time trade futures. Right now, I have something else that I have my attention on, and I'm almost done with it. Once I finish that up, then I'm gonna go into futures, right? So yeah. So IWM. Right? Insane. Look at all of this. I really be trading because this is crazy. I got so many notes on my charts. Committed girl, we do. We do have merch. It's only gonna be for the it's only gonna be for members of the Prosperity Collective. You know what I'm saying? Cause even that, it's like, if you're not in the Prosperity Collective, why would you want merch that says Prosperity Collective? You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be for everybody that's inside of the group in the community. So weekly. So last week, right? All right. So let's go here. So the resistance for IWM is gonna be 251.70. Your support is going to be 240.41. Okay? And that's giving you a range of $11. Okay? So we have a range of $11 on IWM from last week, right? From last week. So next up, we go to the daily. Now look, we still have this bullish area of liquidity right here, right? Down to 237, 236.98. But what do we have? We have an order block as well. So between 230 and 236.98, we could bounce, okay? So 230. All right. 230 to 236.98. We could bounce, y'all. Okay? We could bounce. I'm just saying. So right now, we're at 242. Now, in after hours, we were up to 245, but we could be gapping right back down depending on how this news comes out. Okay? So pay attention to that. Right? Now, we don't really have any rejection areas on the daily, but on the 4 hour, we got to get above 247.51. Right? We do have to get above 247.51, but the next rejection area is going to be 250, which is, 250 to 252. That's going to be last week's resistance. Okay, so what I'm going to be paying attention to is anything below 240.28. Right? Yeah, so we really could come down to this order block at 230 and then we could bounce. We could come down to 236 to 236 and we could bounce. So this is one of those weeks where it's not just clean, right? You're going to have to pay attention to the daily time frame day by day and make sure that you see what's going on, because there's so many things going on right now geopolitically that anything could, it's like a tripwire. Anything could make this, market go off, up or down. I know I've already said that a couple times, but I'm being serious. So my area of interest is going to be this 230 to 236 level to see if we come down there and if we bounce there. I'm going to focus on day trading. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to focus on day trading. Like I always say, every week, stocks do what? They're going to test the previous week's lows or highs depending on where they're at. So last week's low is at 240, right? It's at 240. So we're going to come down to 240 and either bounce or go lower. But we got to see what happens, right? We have to see what happens. So if we're at 245 in the morning, then we could come down $5 and get ready to bounce off of there and go up, or we could come down lower and then get ready to bounce and go higher. We don't know. We have to be ready for whatever, right? And this is why I always tell you guys, this is the power of the Discord, because in the morning when pre-market hits, I will be able to have the levels a lot more clear for you guys, because we see what's going on in pre-market. Because things can come down after hours, and then in the morning in pre-market, they're up. And things could be up after hours, and then in the morning, they're down in pre-market. So this is why you want to be in the Discord, so that you can understand what the game plan is for IWM on an every single day basis. All right? So let me know if that makes sense on IWM, y'all. Okay? IWM looks like it could complete head and shoulders. Pops up to 250 and back down. Yeah, we got to see double R. Does the color of the order block matter where it's relation to its price? No, it's just going to be red or green. So that's what we got on the indexes. That's what we got on SPY, and that's what we got on IWM. Okay? If that makes sense on IWM, like I say, let me know in the comments so that I know. All right? If y'all are watching this, don't just watch it. Be sure to like this video. Also, be sure to subscribe to the channel. Right? I'm telling you guys right now that whatever setups that you see today, right now, they could be completely different in the morning time. So this week is really going to be, I'm taking this week as we go, if I'm being honest. Okay? As the week develops, things are going to get more clear. Right? As the week develops, things will get more clear. So we got to really see. Okay? So I'm going to give you guys my 3 setups for the week. All right? I'm going to give you guys my 3 setups for the week. All right? So all right. All right. So my first setup. So my first setup for the week, y'all, is going to be block, right? XYZ. What's up, Angie? It's going to be block, right? Okay, looks like it's set up to retrace. Now let's look at block. XYZ. Now on the weekly time frame, I think that this looks beautiful, right? To come right back up here. Right? We got a bullish fair value gap. We already bounced. We came down to 57. Right? We bounced and it came up to 59, right? Closed at 59.37, right? If we could get above 61.60, then I think we can make a move up to 67. But on a daily, right, we do have this little area right here, right? This area right here. So we could reject that $63 or $62.60 potentially, or we could just break through it. So pay attention to this little area between $62 and $63. But on the weekly time frame, if we break out of this high of this last week's high, I think that we could have a nice move to the upside and retrace, right? So for XYZ, calls above 61.60. All right. I like this setup. It looks pretty clean. Off the weekly. Okay. Let me know if that one makes sense. Thank you. Helped me make money last week on OKLO. Oh, there we go. Yeah, OKLO, it played out. It for sure played out. OKLO did its thing. Robinhood, they're breaking down right now. They're breaking out of this bear flag right now. When I show you guys weekly setups, sometimes it takes 2 to 3 weeks. Right? Pay attention to the setups. Pay attention to the setups that I let you guys know about, because throughout the weeks, because just because something didn't hit this week doesn't mean that next week or the week after it's not going to go crazy. I'm telling you guys that these setups be money makers, y'all. Be money makers. You just got to pay attention. Okay. Yeah, Intel. We hit Intel last week. Crazy. That was a really nice one. That was a really nice setup. Now, here's a good thing, right? The good thing about like when the market, I'm so sore from the gym. Oh my goodness. Um, I'm tired. I'm definitely tired. The good thing about when we have these sell-offs and these big red candles, you're gonna have your days where the first 30 minutes the stock just blasts off because it's trying to retrace back higher. Not saying that it's gonna go up, but it's trying to retrace to go higher, but all it's gonna do is reject. So when we have these sell-offs, it's actually giving us opportunities to make some quick money to the upside before it rejects. Okay? So that's the first setup. Next up, my next setup that I have, you already know I like this setup right here. We got 1 bars, right? APLD. We got a 1 bar on the weekly, right? 1 bar, okay? Now let's look at this. Okay. Exactly, double R. It's at a real nice level, y'all. I'm only going to give you guys solid setups. You know what I'm saying? I'm only going to give y'all solid setups. Now look at APLD. We got a higher low, right, on a weekly. We got a 3-1 setup, okay? If you come down to the daily, look at the daily. We're sitting right here at support, right? Y'all see this? We got support here. And then we got support here, right? And then look, we broke out right here, okay? And then if you wanna even say right here, we got another one right there, right? So we have 4 touches. This was a breakout. So we broke out here. We broke out from this level, right? We came down here and we bounced up. We came down here again and we bounced up. Now we came down here again, okay? Now, I said calls above 26.93, right? But that's not the weekly high, right? The weekly high is 29.12. We're at 25.93, right? So if I told you calls above 26.90, if I told you calls above $29, we would be leaving $4 worth of equity movement, which is a 20% move on the table. So I came down to the daily time frame and I see that we have this area of liquidity right here at $26.86, 93. So if we get above 26.93 on a daily time frame and we close above there, then what? We could come higher, right? We could come higher. And then we could come up to where? 28.31, and then potentially $29, which is going to be the week's high, to test the week's high. Okay? So if we get above 26.93, I think that we're going to come up to 29.11 to test the previous week's high. And we're going to either create a 2 up on the week or we're going to create a 2 down on the week. But on the daily time frame, we have this support level right here that's holding, which is why even if we come down here, I think we're going to bounce because we got a strong support level. As you can see, we got 4 touches here. All right. So if we come down here and we bounce, you can enter into calls as well and get it at an even cheaper price. And then it could bounce and it could come all the way back up here. All right. So if that makes sense on APLD, let me know in the comments, y'all. If that makes sense on APLD, let me know in the comments. Okay. That's 4 touches at support. Okay, 4 touches at support off of the daily time frame. We got an order block right there. We got a 1 candle. It consolidated last week, so it's getting ready to make a big move. All right, it's getting ready to make a big move. All right. So, if you guys are watching this right now, man, let me know where you guys are tuning in from. All right. Let me know where you guys are tuning in from. Okay. Let me know. Also, like this video. Let's get this video to 200 likes, y'all. All right. 200 likes. Okay. And then I'm going to give you guys the last setup. I think this is potentially the most explosive setup, right? Patrick, what kind of calls deep in the money calls or out of the money calls? What strike price? I mean, you could get at the money, right? You could get at the money. Oh, Tim is in Phoenix. Shout out to Phoenix, man. I was out there last year for about, 3 months? I like Phoenix. Chicago, Bronx, Connecticut, New York, Michigan. Shout out to all y'all. So APLD looks really good. I'm definitely going to keep my eye on this one. Let's go, Natalie. Let's go, Dr. Natalie. Kansas City, Minneapolis. Hey, you still the only person from Minneapolis that's tuning in. So shout out to that. Mobile, Alabama. I'm in the living room area. That's funny. But yeah, so the last setup, okay? The last setup, I'm going to show y'all real quick. Also, what I'm going to say, y'all, is if you guys want to master IWM, then be sure to join the Discord, because every day I give a whole comprehensive game plan of IWM. And the Discord, we murder IWM every single day. 0 days to expirations, okay? 0 days to expirations as well, okay? So be sure to come join the Prosperity Collective. Come trade with us. Come get ingrained, right? Come take the curriculum, all of that. It's not just a group with call outs and that's it. It's the actual community where we do get better in a lot of different ways. All right. So he said, I never look back. Hey, I ain't mad at it. Don't look back. Looking back don't do nothing good for us. You know what I'm saying? Tanviri said he be going to Gold's Gym, trying to be a bodybuilder. Baby Buffett, what up? Shout out to LA 757. Shout out to the Bay. Would it be considered a double bottom? Tony Gomes, I mean, you could say that, but if you look at it, I mean, you could somewhat say so. It's not super clean. So this is a double bottom to me, right? Look at IWM. You see how it comes straight down, it pops up, and then it comes straight down again, right? This is a good double bottom, right? When I look at APLD, this it looks like a double bottom, but we got this, and then it pops up again, and then it comes down again. So this leg doesn't look as clean, but I mean, but it still has 2 bottoms. So, you know, if you want to look at it like that, cool, that'll work. But if we start pushing up, then I think that, you know what I'm saying? I think that it could be a really nice move to the upside. All right. So I hope that makes sense, Tony. Okay. So the last setup that I'm going to share with you guys, shout out to Stone Mountain. Used to be one of my favorite places when I was buying houses. All right. So shout out to Seattle, Kelton in the building. All right. So what else I'm going to say is my other setup Now this is probably going to be the most explosive one. Um, Maybe, but you know, we gonna see. So let's look at it, right? We got Palantir, okay? We got Palantir, y'all. Now look at Palantir, right? Getting ready to explode or dump. Double inside on the weekly, okay? Okay. Boom, boom, boom. All right, so we're gonna go to the charts. Key said you acknowledge your W's on these lives a lot. You should also mention the L's a bit more. Where it went wrong, how to detect it wrong early, swings mainly. So I made a whole video on an L that I took on IWM. Video was like 15 minutes. So I definitely acknowledge L's. And yeah, like, here's the thing too, right? Here's the thing too. At this point, I take L's here and there. We all do. But at the end of the day, I focus on my wins more. Can you learn from losses? Absolutely. But the wisdom that I have may come from my losses, right? Or it may come from a trade that I almost got in, but I didn't get in. And I allowed it to just play out. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, and here's the thing. I don't come on here every day and be like, hey, y'all, I won. Hey, y'all, I won. Hey, y'all, I won. Right? I give recaps, and I let you guys know exactly what the market did. So that's just what it boils down to, right? I give you guys a ridiculous and absorbent amount of wisdom, right? So I don't even think that you could say that I don't acknowledge my losses, because the amount of game every day that I've learned from all of this stuff is why I have so many videos about all these different lessons, right? So the lessons that I give on a daily basis about this, about the range, about this, right? All those come from what? Losses, or standing or getting out of a trade too early. So I may not say, hey y'all, I took a loss, but what I am gonna do is I'm gonna have a lesson that came from that loss, or it came from getting out of a trade too early, right? So it's like, that's my perspective, right? So yeah, I am very conservative. I am very, very, very conservative. I need to actually be more aggressive, but I am so conservative. So yeah, I was just about to give my 2 cents. You learn from losses. The thing is, he's busy making videos of what's next. Exactly. From the truth, what are you trying to do? Exactly. Yeah, that's all my real focus. Like, my real focus. So I don't make content about me. I make content for you. You get what I'm saying? A lot of people are going to have content about them. Hey guys, I did this. Hey guys, I made this. Hey guys, I bought this. My content is centered around you, right? Hey, this can help you out. Hey, this can help you make more money. Hey, this can make you a better person. If you go back to all of my videos, everything that I put content out is literally for the benefit of you. It's not to stroke my own ego, right? It's literally for the benefit of you, right? So yeah, just keep that in mind, right? So yeah, and I'm also not going to, every day be like, hey y'all, ooh, I took this loss, so let's talk about it. I took this loss. It's like, no, right? But in the spirit of that, because here we go, right? And when we're in the Discord, and if I take a loss, I break it all down too. You know what I'm saying? Everybody know. But watch this. Watch this. Exactly, Maxine. Exactly. That's straight up, right? Don't nobody want to don't nobody want to if I always talk about my losses and a lesson I learned, but I'm never winning, ain't nobody going they're going to be like, "Yo, you know what I'm saying?" So it's like that's why I focus on wins. And that's why I make sure that I extract lessons and I bring the lessons and I help people show them how they can win. You get what I'm saying? So what up, Chris Connor? Can you tell us when and why you started the strat method? Was this the first method you started? No. Nah, I started trading the strat method last year. Last summer. No. Yeah, like last summer. While I was in Colombia. So I was in Colombia for like 4 months, from March until July. And I'm not talking about Columbia, South Carolina. I'm talking about the country Colombia. It was in Medellin. And we had started the Discord in February. And I was, trading EMAs and stuff. We was doing okay. My average percentage was like, per trade was like 8 to 12. I learned the strat method. And then my average percentage went up to like 25 to 35 minimum, right? So yeah. I started trading last year, the strat method. I was already trading like a year and a half before that. And so it just made way more sense. It made everything easier for me. And everybody can attest, anybody who was in the Discord before the strat method and after, they saw a drastic increase in their profits. And anybody who comes in the Discord now and learns the strat method and learns how to trade the strat method and liquidity and order blocks, their profits are way more astronomical. So that's what I would say to that. That's when I started doing strat method, and that's why. Strat method plus liquidity is like a cheat code to life, honestly. Right? So word yesterday is a canceled check. Tomorrow is a promissory note, but today is cash. Last week is in the books. Hey, straight up seven figures. All right. Isiah is focused on making better traders throughout winning losses. Exactly. Right. It's a skill to admit you're wrong. Yeah, Key, and you're right. And that's why if I'm wrong, I will admit it. Right? Like let's not act like I don't admit if I'm wrong, right? Like I never come on here and be like, I'm right, y'all. It's gonna do this. I'm right. You need to listen to me, right? Last year, I have taken some real L's with the Discord early days. And I just had to be like, listen, y'all, I thought I was gonna do X. I was wrong. You know what I'm saying? I am not above being like, I was wrong. Because I don't have an ego like that. You get what I'm saying? That's also why I'm conservative. And that's also why the whole point of the Discord is to help people learn how to do this on their own and not rely and depend on callouts. Because I am going to be a human as well. And that's also why people can get 80, 70, 90% in a trade on their own, because we empower them to learn how to do this on their own. Therefore, they don't need us. That's the whole point of it. We don't gatekeep anything. So anybody that is in the group, they know if I'm wrong, I will be like, I was wrong, y'all, my bad. To the point where I apologize. I have apologized for being like having a losing trade. I shouldn't be apologizing. People should just be managing their risk properly, right? But at the end of the day, I feel bad if I call a losing trade. I can take the L, but I hate if I call a trade and the group takes the L, which is why I am literally so conservative. because I don't want to be willy-nilly, trigger finger, and I'm like getting in, right? No, I want to be a sniper, and I want to make sure that the group stays green and the group stays profitable, and that's what we do, right? So that's what I'll say. I think people say stuff like that because they join groups because they see all the winning from the videos, getting a group and way more losses. I feel that Tech Famous. Well, yeah, I mean, I get it, but this ain't that. You know what I'm saying? So it's also one of them things where it's like, as much as I get that, it's like a relationship, right? You know who you are. A woman has been hurt so much and she on the defense, right? What am I supposed to do? Keep being like, hey, I'm not like them, I'm not like them? No, I'm gonna just be me. And if she can't find it in herself to trust and be able to see what is being presented, then that's not on me, that's on her. You get what I'm saying? So it's the same thing with people. I don't market. All I do every single day is come and give y'all a free game. So the people that, you know, are seeing the advertisements and they're like, oh, you know, this last group, you need to understand that I don't come on here and advertise anything. Since the beginning of YouTube, when I started making YouTube videos on this channel, I've been giving away free games since day one. Since day one. I don't manipulate minds, right? I don't try to give you guys something a little bit and then you be like, hey, if you want more, come in the group, right? So y'all got to understand that I'm not here to play games. I give so much away for free that it shouldn't even be a question. You get what I'm saying? So that's my whole prerogative and my whole perspective about it, right? I am going to help people, even if you don't join a Discord, and people get so much value from these free videos on YouTube that they want to join a Discord. So it's just different over here than it is over there. So this ain't that, and I stand on that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not mad or none of that, but this is just me being honest about the whole situation. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. What you mean, man? Knows the box? I don't know what you mean. Hey, I'm late, but yes, you tell us you did a whole video. Exactly. I say you still study although your experience in absolutely. Yeah, I gotta stay in the know. You know what I'm saying? I'm not too good. I need to study weekly, daily. You know what I'm saying? Whoever started taking the value time away from learning. Joining Discord, learning the strat with order blocks has helped me trading immensely. Davida says she empowered, right? So yeah, that's just the thing. It's just like, it's just about understanding what real value is, right? So let's go back to Palantir with my last setup, like I was saying, right? So let's look. Right? So Palantir, right? Look at this. So, not for nothing, these videos will pay for the Discord. Exactly. Straight up seven figures for real. So look, y'all. So Palantir came and it held this support level at 126. Then it popped up, right? So now we're up in here at 150, right? So this looks like a bull pennant, right? Now pay attention to what I'm about to tell y'all. On a daily time frame, what are we doing? Look, we got the 200 EMA, so we're literally trading above and below the 200 EMA, right? On the weekly time frame, we have a double inside candle. Double inside candle, y'all. This is a very powerful setup. All right. Now, what else do we have? We got an area of liquidity, a bounce area between 138.04 and 148.68. So, with that being said, Palantir could blast off up because the pattern on the daily is bullish, right? Is bullish, right? But this could be a fake out from the downside to the upside, right? Why do I say this? I say this because every bull flag or bull pennant has a support level, okay? This is the key. Bull flag support, 148.58, because if you look at this, right? If we look at this, this is a support level, right? This is a support level right here. Every time we came down, we bounced up, right? Every time we came down, we bounced up. So we got an area liquidity right here as well. So if we could hold 148, we could bounce and then we could go higher, right? We could bounce and we could go higher. So it's just one of those things where this is looking bullish. Even though we got a bearish 3-bar right here, on a weekly, we do have a double inside candle, but we got a lot of buyers in this area between 138 and 148, right? Between 138 and 148. So with that being said, we could come down here and bounce, or we could just come down to this 148 level. It's 148, 147, and then bounce there and then go higher, right? So I'm going to be paying attention to Palantir heavily because this could be a really nice setup, right? Let me know if that makes sense on Palantir. All right. I love these lives, but sometimes I wish it was in Discord. Just take complain. Nah, and that's the thing too. That's the thing too. I'm going to start kind of like doing that, Mimi, because people are very ungrateful, and they don't really understand the amount that's being given. You know what I'm saying? So, this year, I probably will kind of slow down. I don't know. I might even stop doing daily videos. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, but at the end of the day, is pretty soon it's gonna be, if you're not in a Discord, you ain't gonna be getting all of this. You know what I'm saying? Just is what it is. So just you know, I feel what you're saying, Mimi. Right? I'm a giver, so I be giving, but a lot of times people, they just dealt with so much BS. They don't even know how to see what's really going on. You know what I'm saying? So, Ann said, they say being a successful trader is being right 67%. He said Isiah IWM live plays hit 90% of the time, and a couple that don't, he get out of them immediately with very little loss. Hey, y'all see what I'm saying? Like, this ain't me saying this stuff, right? And then the analysis is be crazy. The analysis is on IWM every day, be so spot on, it's not even funny. It's not even funny. Exactly, Close Nine. Exactly. So it's like, so this is, it's human nature to, people don't value what they have access to, right? So if I stop putting out videos right now, some people will literally be lost. They would literally be lost. They would feel the absence, right? They would feel the absence. So it's just one of those things where, like, when I do stop putting out videos every day, if I started putting out videos, going and renting businesses and stuff like that, I would get more views. I would get more views. If I started just making videos about, hey, buy this stock, I would get more views, right? But I actually teach, right? My free stuff is better and more valuable than a lot of people's paid stuff. Just is what it is. But there's gonna come a time, I've been putting out daily videos for over a year now, right? I didn't even want to go on live today, right? There's gonna be a time, probably soon, where I may make some videos a couple times a week, right? And everybody in the Discord is still gonna be getting all of this, and people ain't gonna know what to do, right? So it's like, I'm really just trying to give you guys an opportunity to understand what's really going on before I pull back. I'm just being honest, right? A lot of people have been in such a abusive relationship that they're addicted to their abuser, right? It's called Stockholm Syndrome, right? You build such a bond and you're so addicted to being abused that that's who you look up to, and you don't even want to be free, right? I'm just trying to free y'all. That's really it, right? And some of y'all still don't even value what's being, and that's why people don't value what they don't pay for. It's people still that be like, hey, is there a discount? That's crazy. Is there a trial? That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Because here's the thing. When I fall back, I have the knowledge. My life is not going to change one bit. I studied. I learned this. Right? My life ain't going to change. So all y'all that be coming on here talking about the levels and all of this stuff, if you need these lives, you're going to suffer. I'm just keeping it real with you. Right? If you're not in a Discord and then you don't know how to execute off the levels I give, what's going to happen when I don't have a video for 3 days? It ain't going to be nobody else on YouTube that's going to give you what I'm going to give you on YouTube. And these are facts. These are cold, hard facts. So it's like, you better join the Discord, because what if we go up to $250 a month? What's going to happen then when we go up to $250 a month? What's going to happen then? A lot of y'all don't understand the opportunity cost. Y'all don't understand the opportunity cost. You be so busy trying to compare what I'm saying to what somebody else is saying just because they got more followers, just because they got more subscribers. That's the issue. That's the real issue here. Or you think that because somebody has more subscribers or followers, they're more credible. You think that because somebody shows off a Rolex or a car, they're more credible. That don't even make sense. But if that's who you are, then that tells me where your mindset is already at. So it's all good. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. But I know for a fact, my absence is going to affect more people than other people's presence does. Because I actually give real life value. I don't give pseudo value just to be in front of you so I can get views. right? I don't play those games. When I show up, I show up. When I show up, I literally am here to give you guys something that really matters. Not just to show up to be in front of you and be like, hey guys, remember I exist, come buy from me. That's not how this goes. Right? Exactly. What if I just start making videos and just showing the profits? You know what I'm saying? People don't want to make a small investment to get in Discord. Really just don't. Exactly. They don't. They just want to feel like they're being productive. Right? Hey, and I appreciate that, dog. For real. I appreciate you, Isiah. I've never seen anyone else that does this apart from our son. I've been in the Discords. Hey, thank you, Joy. Thank you. Your absence would be felt. I feel fortunate I found your videos and joined Discord when I did. You are an amazing teacher and you care about our success. Hey, thank you, Dr. Natalie. For real. And that's my problem. I care too much. You know what I'm saying? I care too much. You know what I'm saying? I care too much. I got more from these lives than option classes I've taken. Yeah, I know. I already know, Close Nine. I already know. You know what I'm saying? I already know. I know how the game go. I don't let it affect me, but I pay attention. I observe. I know what's out there. I'm not no dummy. You know what I'm saying? I keep my ear to the streets. But you guys got to understand that I've been a student of this the same way y'all was students. Only difference is I said, I see what's going on. I want to just be able to put that out there in a better way because I know I could do better than what's out there. That's the only difference. But you got to understand that I've been watching the same YouTube channels y'all was watching. I was watching the same YouTube channels y'all was watching. I was seeing the same ads y'all was seeing. I was seeing the same Instagrams I was seeing the same content. But I was like, bro, this is some bullshit. And I gotta, man, let's get something different out here because this is ridiculous. That's the only difference. I wanted to carve out something different, which is why I led with the real value and not materialism. Because I wanted pure energy in the space. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. Mano said, bro, I hope you feel appreciated. I appreciate your help and time. I'm sure a lot of people appreciate you most. We do like in common Discord or whatever, you're authentic. I appreciate that, Mad Notes. For real. Videos with just the profit, seen that all day. Exactly. You're never going to be able to please everyone. Please keep doing you. Exactly. Yeah, I ain't going to be able to please everybody, right? It's always going to be a hater. It's always going to be this. It's always going to be that. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be the snakes, right? That's why the only thing I can do is operate out of the pureness of my heart and what the Most High is telling me to do, right? That's all I could do. Everything else I can't worry about. So, like Drake said in the song, the moment I stop having fun with it, I'll be done with it. Right? The moment I stop having fun with it, I'll be done with it. Period. The moment that God is like, hey, you can relax. You did your job. I'm going to just relax. And then we just going to be in Discord and we just going to be building. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm telling y'all better enjoy me while I'm here. Real life. Y'all better enjoy me while I'm here. Cause when we fall back and you get a couple videos a week, you gonna wish. You gonna wish. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being honest. From I appreciate you. Your daily talks mean way more than your levels. Really helping me get my ish together and stay focused. You are. Hey, I appreciate that, Keisha. And see, that's why I show up every day. And that's why I try to stay away from stocks, right? As much because it's not about the stocks, right? It's not about the stocks. It's about the transformation within. That's what I always try to focus on. I'm trying to help you guys transform your mind. I'm trying to help y'all transform your life. If you could focus on your own personal transformation, then you could transform your performance in the stock market. The stock market is the easy part when you work on yourself. Y'all get what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm just gonna, there's gonna be a point, I may not even, people will know that I'm in the stock market, but they're just gonna know that they could come to my YouTube channel and just get some game. That's what it probably is gonna grow into. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, right? So, you should see the files flying around you. Hey, Wise, you funny, bro. You funny, Wise. So yeah, man, that's why when you wait for call outs and levels, you will never learn first. At some point, you have to learn. Exactly, pay the price. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad I helped you, Cali Nola, right? Real talk. And honestly, the only way I know how to help people is to give people what they need, right? I cannot help you if I'm giving you a surface level thing that everybody is giving. That's another reason why I just give. Because I understand that if I give you guys certain things, it's gonna be people that was like, yo, last year you was doing this and I focused on it and I ran it up. Thank you. Right? That's who I do it for. That's who I do it for. Is it hard to give so much every day for free? Sometimes. But I focus on the bigger mission. I focus on a bigger purpose. Right? Is it hard to talk about things that nobody else in the space talks about? And I know that some people gonna be like, he don't know what he talking about. Kind of. But because I know who I am and what's going on, I don't care. Right? I'm not trying to be a part of no crew. I'm not trying to be accepted by nobody on the internet. Right? All I'm focused on is helping people that want to be helped. That's why my message is so raw and authentic, and that's why I just be me. Right? So that's why I just give. I know people pay $10,000 for this stuff. I know they do. I know some people just pay somebody else $8,000 and then watch my videos for free and get more value from over here. I know. But when you focus on a bigger purpose than just money, than just financially, you get rewarded way more. Because there's way more ways in life to get compensated than just dollars. Because all dollars is some green pieces of paper with some slave masters on them anyway. What about your spiritual karma? You ever thought about that? Have you ever thought about your spiritual karma? Really ask yourself this. What is my spiritual karma? I do this for my spiritual karma. I do this to set up my next lifetime. I'm not doing this for today. I'm doing this to plant seeds right now. I'm touching people that I don't even know exist right now. I'm touching people and helping people that will never reach out to me and say thank you. And that's okay. You know why? Because God knows exactly what's going on. And that's all I care about. That's why I'm always going to be blessed. Always. Because I give from a pure heart. And that's it. With no ill intentions You pick up the information, you take it. If you don't, you don't. That's it. You know what I'm saying? That's all it's going to be over here. So if you want true authenticity, no marketing, rawness, truth, then you're going to come to me. But if you want the fabricated stuff, the commercialized stuff, if you want the marketing, then you're going to go to all the other people, and that's perfectly fine. But the people that want the real, they know where the real is at. They may not say it, but they know where it's at. They know where it's at. So you guys are never going to hear me talk about, oh, call outs. I did this. I bought this. Hey guys, look at me. I got this amount of money. It's just not my style. Right? It's just not how we do it over here. Right? Like real talk. So all I'm going to do is be honest and truthful about how to become a better individual from the inside out. That's why I talk about health extensively. That's why I talk about spiritual things. That's why I talk about astrology, the cosmos. That's why I talk about all these other things. Because to think that you're going to become a millionaire and live a rich life and you only focus on money in the stock market, you are fooling yourself. You are fooling yourself. But because that's what everybody is selling and you have bought that, you think that that's a truth. But some people are so poor, all they have is money. That's all they have is the money. I can change somebody's life without talking about a dollar amount, y'all. I've done it. You know why? Because I can help somebody's character elevate and evolve. That's what I can do. That's a skill set that I have. I know how to talk to a person in real life, not on the internet, and go talk to their spirit and their soul and wake them up. I know how to look somebody dead in their eye and be like, yo, you wrong. You don't even realize how great you are. Boom, 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 boom. It's time to change. And then they will start to change their life. I know how to do that. You know why? Because it's not about money with me. It's not about money with me. Right? And then you got the people that be like, oh, that's what broke people say. We ain't even worried about those people. You know why? Because I know what the assignment is. I know what the mission is. I know what the mission is, y'all. Right? This is way bigger than me getting $1. Right? This is whenever I die, this is about people knowing that this mission got to continue, and I gave them so much that they gonna go do the same thing to other people. That's how we change the world. We don't change the world by just making money for us. We change the world by helping other people change their world. So I know that I'm a world changer because I changed my own world within. Now I'm helping other people change their world within. And if I can help people change their world within, then people will change their outer world, and they'll help other people change their world within them, and then they'll be able to change the world outside of them. Do you guys understand what's really being said here? Do you guys really understand what's being said? Every single day, 2 times a day, with a smile on my face, energetic. I'm not resenting anything. I don't even get mad when people act how they act. You know why? Because I understand the mission. I understand the mission. Y'all don't even realize all of last year, I was traveling. All of last year, I was traveling. The whole year, traveling. Packed up everything, put it in the storage, was living out of a suitcase. Colombia, Panama, Phoenix, Vegas, traveling. How was I able to travel, right? Living out of Airbnbs, and I still was putting out videos every single day. That's called, I know what the mission is. That's called, I know what the mission is. That's called commitment. That's called dedication. That's called selflessness. That's what this is about. This ain't about me building a following. You know what this is about? This is about there's a certain purpose that I have and a certain thing that I need to do while I'm here. That's what this is about. You know how many days I did not want to make a video? You know how many times I was going to be traveling for a day and a half and I had to spend the whole week making videos to make sure all the videos were scheduled so that they could get posted while I was traveling, so that everybody could have one of them videos so that they could know that they could depend on me to help them change their life? Do y'all understand that? Do y'all understand how much work it really take? How much energy it really take to do this and that don't include the personal life. That don't include family stuff. Right? That don't include nothing else. Being selfless to the point where I'm like, it's a whole bunch of people that I ain't never met, but they need me. I gotta make sure that it's my purpose every day to make sure I publish a 10 to 15 minute video for the people. I don't care what's going on. If I gotta record videos two to three in a day and get ahead of schedule, I'm gonna do that. This stuff goes way deeper than the dollar amount, than the Discord, than the level. It goes way deeper than all of that stuff. Way deeper. So don't take any of this stuff lightly. Don't take any of this stuff lightly. Don't take my time lightly. Don't take these videos lightly. Right? Don't take these breakdowns and analysis lightly. Don't take it lightly. Because for the past year and a couple months, literally, I have had y'all at the top of my mind and made sure that I showed up for y'all every single day. So don't take this lightly. If you're not where you want to be, it's time to make the change for real. It's time to make the change and it's time to make the shift. Right? So listen, y'all. If you want to change your life, man, for real, come get come get closer. Right? Obviously, join the Discord, implement, focus, lock in. Lock in, y'all. So I know your mom is proud. I gotta call her. It's been a minute. I ain't talked to my mom, but yeah. I remember the first time. I remember the first time I showed my mom that I was making six figures. She was so excited for me. She was so excited. She was like, I'm so proud of you. I remember that day vividly. We were sitting on the couch. I came home to visit her, and I showed her my P&L. I remember that for sure. So, hey, Keisha, I appreciate that. You just brought back a memory. You know what I'm saying? Let's go, Wayne. Let's get them trades placed. You still ain't emailed me with your question. Stephen said you cut from a different cloth, man. Ever since I started watching your channel, I felt like a better person with those up. I appreciate that, Stephen. That's what it's about. That's what it's about. You know what I'm saying? Exactly 7 figures. Straight up wise. Y'all see that? Y'all see that? EBT to TPC, y'all. All right? EBT to TPC, y'all. Stop playing. Right? Real talk. Yeah. So, and honestly, y'all, I be feeling so blessed by God. I be like, what could I do? What could I do to say thank you, God? And you know what God said? Go help the people. If you want to show me that you're appreciative of me blessing you, me getting you out of certain situations, me helping you out, me protecting you, if you really thankful, then go bless the people. I already gave you the gift of speaking. I already gave you the gift of your health, so you got the energy. If you really are thankful for everything that I've done for you, then go bless the people. Because I gave you all the skill sets you needed. So me putting these videos out and giving more than I need to, that's me saying, God, thank you. So just know, when I put out a video every day and I go live, I'm just showing my appreciation to God. Because do you know how many people are afraid to get in front of a camera? Do you know how many people are afraid to speak in front of people? Do you know how many people have speech impediments? Do you know how many people are not healthy? Do you know how many people struggle with their health? Do you know how many people don't have a sharp mind? So all I got to do to show my appreciation to the Most High is to show up for y'all. Come on now, that's too easy. That's why I could put out videos every single day like it's clockwork. But y'all got to understand that it's going to continue to evolve. And I'm going to have to show my appreciation in different ways. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. What up, Adam? He said, I caught the end, but I will watch the replay. I can't agree more with how people be with free content will never appreciate it, don't understand it. Now, they going to miss it for sure. Exactly. And look, they going to understand after it's too late. Because at that point, we're going to be charging $250, $300 a month just because you waited so long. You know what I'm saying? If you love me, feed my... Hey, straight up, Mr. Omar. That's real talk. Word, do they love you because you beneficial or you beneficial? Exactly, straight up. Hey, shout out to Fab. Already, listen. Shout out to the Soul Mixtape, man. Real talk. Right? That's real. And it's because I'm beneficial. But they don't realize I'm beneficial. You know why? Because I ain't up here every day saying, hey, this is who I am, this is what I did, blah, blah, blah. Because I don't need to say that. Because I know who I am and I know what I did. I'm just here to help the people, right? I'm just here to help the people. So if you haven't, I want y'all to go back, right? To go back to my videos over the last year on YouTube, right? And just go watch. Go watch. Go watch the journey, right? Go watch the journey. Go watch the growth. Go watch the evolution, right? Go watch. We got, what we got? We got 648 videos and 350,000 views. Y'all see that? Come on now. Come on now. And then look at all the videos, y'all. Go watch the videos, y'all. Like I need you guys to understand that all of this stuff right here, every single day, 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 y'all. Every single day. Didn't matter what I was going through. Every single day. Y'all see what's going on? Every single day. Didn't matter how many likes I got, how many views I got. I didn't even care about that. Every single day, y'all. Every single day. I was in different countries putting out videos every single day. Look at this. Beginning days. I'm showing y'all how I'm trading. Trade of the day. $130 in 60 seconds. 138 on Robinhood. Right? 104 in 40 seconds on Shopify. 156 on Airbnb. 219 on Palantir in 4 minutes. 150 on Shopify. 227 on Robinhood in 4 minutes. Come on now. 1,000 on Robinhood swing trading over the weekend. 178 on Robinhood. Right? Come on, y'all. I've been doing this. 319 on Meta. 109 on Coin. $500 on Palantir and Meta. 104. Right? On Tesla. 316 on Palantir. 289 in 4 minutes on AVGO. Yo, I was down $200 on a day. Ended up $600 on Tesla. I've been doing this. I've been doing this, y'all. Oh, Gems from the Whip. Putting out cars in a whip. You see these views, y'all? Look. 39 views. 35 views. 79 views. 30 views. 61 views. 53 views. 83 views. 40 views. 69 views. 40 views. Right? 40 views. 99 views. 213. 46 views. I didn't care about the views, y'all. 76 views. 74. 46. 299. When I was in sales, 68 views. This was when I was selling solar right here. What's the date right here, y'all? A year ago. This was on my birthday on August 7th of 2024 is when I made the first video. We ain't even 2 years in. Organically, almost 5,000 subscribers. right? Come on. And then January came and we started doing everyday videos. Every day. And then it just started evolving. It started evolving. Got my first 1,000 view video. This one right here. Right? 3,000 views, 133 views. Come on now. Come on, y'all. Y'all see the evolution. Every day. Every single day, y'all. Every single day. It didn't matter where I was at in the world. People knew they could count on me every single day. No matter what I was going through in my life. Come on now. Come on now. Right? This stuff is real. This stuff is real life. Right? I'm saying this to say, man, go watch the old stuff. Go watch the Wisdom Wednesdays. Go watch the Wisdom Wednesdays, y'all. We almost a year in on the Wisdom Wednesdays. Why is my Wisdom Wednesday the lowest views throughout the week? If I go put up a video about trading, it's going to get 500, 800 views. If I put up a Wisdom Wednesday, it's going to get 200 to 300 views. Come on, y'all. Because people only want what they think is going to make them money. They don't want to grow really inside out. Right? Look. Wisdom Wednesday. Come on now.
I hate that I can't.
Look at this. Look. Wisdom. Literally wisdom. A playlist of wisdom. Look at this. Come on now. Every Wednesday? Every Wednesday? Every single Wednesday. 33. It's almost a year in. 38. Come on now. This is deeper. All right? Hey, Eric. You'll learn the strat faster if you join in Discord. I'm just being honest. All right? Appreciate that Backpack Zoe. He said he was in solar too. Oh yeah, I got in solar in 2023. And then I got out in 2024. So I was in solar for about 18, 20 months. Ran up a crazy bag and I dipped. Keisha said in January I Googled how to trade IWM. You were the first to pop up. I haven't looked back since. There we go. I might make a new video on how to trade IWM. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. What's up, Stu? We about to hop off, Stu. But I'm telling y'all, bro, just me speaking, a few people our Discord hurt until they'll find try for them. For me, I appreciate your help and reciprocate what you've poured into me. For sure, Henry. For sure. I appreciate that, Dr. Natalie. Right? So yeah, y'all, right? I'm in the same sentiment and mindset. That's great to hear, brother. Vocalize it. It's true. Straight up. Right? This ain't about me. This is about y'all. It's about helping y'all and pouring into y'all, man. All right? So listen. This is more important than the levels. This is more important than the analysis because the stock market gonna do what the stock market do. Right? But I show my gratitude to God by showing up and helping y'all. And that's the best way I could put it. So I know, you know what I'm saying? I give a lot, but for now, that's where we at, right? And as I evolve, y'all gonna evolve with me, right? So continue to be on this journey with me, all right? This YouTube channel is like a video journal, a video diary 5 years from now, I'm gonna be able to look back. I'm gonna be like, yo, that was the day I became a millionaire. That was the day that my life shifted. I remember that day. I remember I didn't want to make that video. I remember I had just moved to Houston when I made that video. I remember that. Oh, I remember I was in Colombia over there, right? It's a time capsule. This YouTube channel is a part of your life. You're gonna look back and be like, damn, I remember this time in life. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. So that's why all I ask from y'all is engagement. Like this video. And if you hear somebody talking crazy, you check their ass. You know what I'm saying? Check their ass. If you hear them talking crazy about my name and I ain't around, you check their ass. That's all I ask for you. You know what I'm saying? He said, I feel like you are more appreciated than you know. Hey, probably so, Stephen. Real talk. Real talk. Then gave us 2 hours on a Sunday. Hey, yesterday gave y'all 2 hours as well. You know what I'm saying? It's ironic because the guy that trained me to sell solar ended up leaving the company to trade full time. I shit you not. Hey, I'm telling you, listen, because you make bread in the stock in solar, you could, you know what I'm saying? It makes sense. Like I always say, we appreciate you and all that you do to support us. Hey, I appreciate that, Mimi. Hey, Mimi be riding. You know what I'm saying? Mimi be riding for real. Real talk. I'm 55 and always been able to listen to good sound advice, and your Wisdom Wednesday is a must. Hey, I appreciate that, Henry. You don't miss a thing until you lose it, fam. Hey, straight up, Eric. Straight up. You know what I'm saying? So, listen, y'all. I appreciate y'all tapping in, man. Those are my setups. All of that good stuff. Stay tapped in. Come join the Discord. Come trade with us. Come grow with us. Come change your life with us. God is great, man. You know what I'm saying? God is great. And enjoy me while I'm here. You know what I'm saying? Enjoy me while I'm here, y'all. So y'all have a great day. I'm going to hop off now. It's been 2 hours on a Sunday. All right, so all of y'all stay smooth, man. I want y'all to say it with me. All right, let's take this out. All right, let's take this out together. All right. So like I always say, make sure you get up out your head. Go get into this world because your head is a dangerous place to live. All right. And also remember, y'all, the more you study, the less you worry. All right. Listen, I appreciate that, Chris Connor. Real talk. Like, seriously, man, I appreciate all of y'all. All right. I'm glad y'all found me too. Let's keep growing and let's keep making this happen. All right. Keep tapping in, keep working on yourself, keep meditating, keep going deep on yourself. All right. All of y'all stay smooth. Y'all have a nice day. And I'm going to see y'all tomorrow in the Discord. Peace.